Histology of small intestine. The small intestine, it is a third and the largest region of all the alimentary canals, and it measures about 5 meters in length, and it is coiled up in the abdominal cavity. And this is continuous with the pyloric region of the stomach at one hand and opens into large intestine at the other hand. Stomach at the one region and large intestine at the other region. So this is the location of the intestine, which opens at one hand the stomach and at the other hand the large intestine. And the major region of the small intestine, it is divided into three major regions. The three major regions are the duodenum, the jejunum and the ileum. And small intestine, like stomach, it is made up of four basic layers. The four basic layers are the mucosa, the submucosa, the muscularis and the serosa. So in this you can see it is divided into four important layers. The four important layers are the mucosa, the submucosa, the mucosa, the submucosa, the muscularis and the serosa. So these are the four important layers of intestine. Coming to the mucosa, it is made up of the lining of columnar epithelium, which is resting on the basement membrane, and it is supported by the lamina propria. It is supported by lamina propria. You can see it is supported by the lamina propria, and it is made up of fine reticular tissue. It is made up of fine reticular tissue, and this lamina propria contains scattered fibers of smooth muscles, lymph nodules and fine capillaries. So the inner surface of the small intestine are thrown into circular folds or ridges that are parallel to one another, and it is known as pleca capillaris circularis or valves of Kerking, and this helps to increase the absorptive surfaces. So the mucosa of intestine is further thrown into minute projections called as a villi, which is a characteristic feature of intestine. Whenever you tell about the intestine, you have to highlight this point. That point is the intestinal villi, and this intestinal villi, these are minute large finger-like projection of lamina propria that is covered with the columnar epithelium, and it is scattered in the goblet cells. It is scattered in the goblet cells, and it increases the absorptive surfaces. That is the highlighting point of the intestine, which has got intestinal villi. So these are simple tubular intestinal glands in the mucous region of the intestine called as the crypts of lubricant, and they lie in the lamina propria and open between the villi, and this lamina propria is made up of connective tissues beside forming the core of the villi, and the spaces is the crypts, and the lamina propria contains lymphoid tissues where the lymphocytes are closely packed together in the form of distinct lymph follicles, and they are called as Peyer's patches. And the third layer of mucus is the muscularis mucus, which is made up of the layers made up of layers of smooth muscles arranged in the longitudinal and circular manner, the outer longitudinal and the inner circular manner. So the important thing what you have to tell about the intestine is the glands of the intestine. You can see here the goblet cells are present. So the goblet cells and the crypts of lubricant are the glands that are seen in the small intestine, and these goblet cells are unicellular glands that is present among the columnar epithelial cells lining the villi. So this cell gets the name because of its shape. It is narrow at its base and broad at the free end and appearing like a goblet. So this is because of the mucogen droplets gets collected in the apical portion of the cell, and this nucleus is pinhead to the narrow base, and Surrounding the nucleus, there are cell organelles are present. They are the rough endoplasmic reticulum is seen below the nucleus, and the Golgi apparatus are also present above and at the periphery of the cells. A few mitochondria are also seen in the goblet cells, and the mucus or the mucigen secreted by the goblet cells, it is in the form of a glycoprotein, and it is bound by the membrane derived from the Golgi apparatus. And another type of cell that is present, that is the Paneth cell, and this Paneth cell helps in the secretion of the mucus. These are goblet cells and these are Paneth cell, and the main function of it is to secrete the mucus. The intestinal glands or crypts of Lieberkühn, these are seen in the lamina propria of the mucosa extending up to the muscularis mucosa and open into the spaces between the villi. So and these is a group of larger cells that are scattered in the cells of Paneth found at the base of the gland, and these cells of Paneth are larger than the surrounding cells, and they have a pale nucleus, and it produces enzyme. Then these are also goblet cells which produces the mucus. And as I told you about the submucosa, it is made up of areolar connective tissues, and it contains the plexus of blood vessels, lymphatics, nerve fluxes called as Misson's fluxes. And in the duodenum, the submucosa contains large number of glands called as Berners glands, and they secrete the alkaline mucus, and it opens into the crypts of Lieberkühn or between them. So coming to the next layer, the muscularis externa, it is composed of a smooth muscles that are arranged in two ways. The inner layer has muscles arranged in a circular manner, and the outer layer of the muscles that are arranged in the longitudinal manner. So the last layer is the serosa or the adventitia. This serosa is the last or the fourth layer, that is composed of a thin layer of loose areolar tissues which is covered by the layer of the epithelium called as the mesothelium. So these are the thing you have to write the structure of or the histology of the intestine of a mammal. So this is a picture showing the micrograph of the small intestine. I mean the low magnification. This is showing the villi, the microvilli. And another thing I have to tell is the function of the small intestine. It produces the intestinal juice, and it receives the pancreatic juice and bile juice from the pancreas and liver respectively, and the lymph nodules in the small intestine helps in the protection against the infection, and small intestine helps in the absorption of the end product of digestion, and this produces cholecystokinin and secretin hormones, and this stimulates the pancreas to secrete the pancreatic juice. Thank you.